Okay, at least my name is William. Alright, today I'm going to read another part of the Bible. Take a read Judges chapter 7. Okay. Then Jerubbaal, who is Judean, and all the people were with him, rose up early and pitched beside the will of Herod. So the host of the Midianites, and were the north side of the Bai, held of Morah and the valley. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many to give me a Midianites unto their hands, lest Israel vent themselves against me, and say, Mine own hath health, save me. Now therefore to go proclaim in ears of the people, saying, Whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from Mount Gilead. And in their return of the people 22,000 remained at 10,000. And for the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that yet are too many, bring them down to the water. Now try them for thee there. And it shall be that for whom I say unto thee, this shall go with thee, and the same shall go with thee. And whomsoever I say unto thee, this shall not go with thee, and the same shall not go. So he brought down the people unto the water, and the Lord said to Gideon, and every one that lappeth of the water, like his tongue, like a dog lappeth, and him shalt thou be himself likewise, and every one that boweth down unto the knees to drink. And the number of them that lapped put their hand unto their mouth, were the 100 men, and all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knees to drink water. And the Lord said unto Gideon, but the 100 men that lapped, will I save you, and deliver the Midianites up unto thy hand, so that the other people go every man unto into his place. So the people took vegetables in their hand, and their trumpets, and sent all the rest of Israel, and every man unto this tent, and retained those of 100 men, and the host of Midian was beneath them in the valley. And it came to pass the same night that the Lord said unto him, Arise and get thee down unto the host, for I have delivered unto thy hand. But if thou fear to go down, go thou with Vera and thy servant down to the host. Thou shalt hear what I say, and afterward shall thine hands and strength go down to the host. Then went he down with Vera unto his and his servant unto outside the armed men, and were in the host. And the Midianites and the Amalekites and the children of east, they along in the valley of grasshoppers for multitude, and their camels were without number, and to stand the seaside for multitude. And Gideon was come, behold, there was a man that told a dream in his fellow, and said, Behold, I dreamed a dream, and I, a cake of barley bread, tumbled into the host of Midian, and came to the tent, and smote it, and it fell, and overturned it, and that the tent lay along. And his fellow answered and said, that this is nothing else save as the sword of Gideon and the son of Joash and the men of Israel. And for his hand hath God delivered Midian and then the host. And it was so, when Gideon had heard telling the dream and the interpretation thereof, and he worshipped and returned unto the host of Israel, Arise, for the Lord had delivered unto the hand of host of Midian, and delivered the 200 men of the 3 companies. He had a trumpet every man's hand, and after pincers, and the lamps of pincers, and said to him, Look at me, and do likewise. And behold, I came outside the camp, and shall be that, and I do, and I shall ye do. When I blow the trumpet, and they are with me, and then blow ye the trumpets every side of all the camp, and say the sword of the Lord to Gideon. So Gideon, and the 100 men were with him, came unto the outside of the camp at the beginning of the middle watch. And they had but newly set the watch, and blew the trumpets, and brake the pincers that were in their hands. And the 3 companies blew the trumpets, and brake the pincers, and holded the lamps of their left hands, and the trumpets in their right hands, and blew withal, and they cried, The sword of the Lord, and men of the Judean. And they stood every man in his place round about the camp, and the host ran, and they cried and fled. And the 300 blew the trumpets, and the Lord set every man's sword against his fellow, and even throughout the host. And even as fled Sheda and Zoreth, in the border of Mola, and unto Tebath. And the men of Israel gathered themselves together out of the Naphtali, and out of Asher, and out of all Manasseh, and pursued after the Midianites. And Judeans and messengers throughout all Mount Ephraim, and saying, Come down against the Midianites, and came before them unto the waters of Beth-barah and Jordan, and then all the men of Ephraim gathered themselves together, and unto the waters unto Beth-barah and Jordan. And the 2 princes of Midianites, Oreb and Zeb, and these slew Oreb upon the rock of Oreb, and Zeb, and these slew into the winepress of Zeb, and pursued Midian, and the broad of the heads of Oreb and Zeb and Judean, and on the other side Jordan. Okay, that's the ending of Judges chapter 7. Okay. Next, we will read Judges chapter 8. Okay. I have to go right now. So thank you for watching this video. Be joyous and bye.